Hey, Good Fox here. Today we have episode number 58 in the MUT Men podcast. Today I am joined, as always, by Mr. the Texas Boy. How are you?
Doing good, man. Doing good.
Good. Have you given any more thought to changing the name because it's no longer accurate, or are you going to keep that for legacy reasons?
I'm from Texas, technically, so it's kind of accurate.
Okay.
But maybe
All
if I
right.
change anything about it, it might become a Texas man. You know, that sounds dumb as shit.
So yeah, if you're gonna change part of it, you might as well change the whole thing. I know we kind of hit this last week, but I think it's like if you're gonna go in to change your name, you might as well change all of it, not just part of it. So you're gonna stick with Texas though.
Yeah, Texas. I think if I could just get Texas on YouTube, it'd be kind of ideal. But I think I got to fight Texas for that rights, even though I'm kind of the best thing coming out of Texas right now. So I guess I'll let them have that for right now until I become bigger. Then I'm gonna try to buy it from them. That's
The
plan
best
right
thing
now.
from Texas. I think their barbecue is gonna have to have a word with you.
Barbecue tastes the same everywhere else. I'm tired of everybody like Philly cheesesteak tastes better than Philly. No, it doesn't. Everything tastes the same depending on who's cooking it.
Oh wow.
Yeah,
Well, those are some bold words.
Yeah, I mean that's
Okay.
facts. I mean, I hate that stuff. Man, you gotta go down to Louisiana, taste their grits. No, I don't. I can just get the recipe. I mean, unless Louisiana water tastes better than Texas water, which is probably true, but it's also probably worse because below sea level.
I've seen
that.
Texas cook before. His cooking looks fire.
Just saying.
Yeah.
So, yeah. Nonsense.
Texas is a good cook.
I hate that shit.
Yeah. Well, you guys heard from we got a mega podcast today. Actually, you guys just heard. Yeah, you guys just heard from Logic Games. How are you, good sir?
I'm doing good, man. Getting married in 25 days. 25 days.
Nice.
Yeah.
That's pretty exciting. We'll come back to you. I'll introduce the fourth member first. JCMUT, how are you?
I'm doing good, Good Fox. Thanks for having me, man.
Yeah, no problem. So, basically, I want to start off just hear a little bit about each of you before we get into our topics of the day. I'll run down the agenda quick, and then I'll ask you some background questions. So, I want to talk about the YouTuber tournament, where we're at there, ultimate tickets, and our thoughts around that. That's going to probably be a big topic here. The second round of NFL draft players that we got. I want to talk about pack odds, pack value, and Madden 17 promos versus previous years, and maybe look into Madden 18 a little bit. All right, so let's hear a little bit about Logic. Give us your background in Madden here and your YouTube channel, and make sure and plug yourself there.
All right, yeah. I've been playing Madden for a long time, ever since like on PS2, but I never got into MUT until like MUT 25, and then I haven't touched like franchise mode or anything since. It's all been MUT. But I started YouTube like 2 years ago, but I haven't been really consistent with it until the past year. And so yeah, my YouTube channel is Logic Games. Same thing as Twitch, except Logic Games HD.
You just clap.
Yeah, I just clap, bro. Listen, I'm doing my thing.
I'm just saying, like, it's no visual here. You just can't clap and like that's what you got to say your name. Logic Games clap.
Look, he said to promote myself, so that's
Okay.
what I'm doing.
Yeah,
dog.
you can promote
Let
yourself.
me-
I got
Let
you.
me have the moment right here.
You got. I'm
All right?
sorry. I'm sorry.
That's pretty much all I gotta say, though.
All right, fair enough. Yeah, so I saw you've gotten some pretty big donations lately. Like, didn't you go to a concert the other day?
Oh yeah, me and Sophia went to Tech 9 last night. Romy.
And Sophia is the fiance, not the mistress.
Yeah, fiance. Yeah.
Nice. Sorry, go on.
Yeah, but Romy Inc., Raw Dog, and a bunch of people from Twitch got together, and Stormy. Shout out to Stormy. They all had a donation thing for me over the weekend, and they ended up raising like $700 and something to go towards mine and Sophie's wedding. So that was pretty cool. So shout out to those guys.
Wow, that's crazy. And is that part of the PS4 thing? Didn't you get a PS4 too?
No, he sent me that separate. Like, I told him, I was like, at some point, you guys gotta stop. And he's like, don't tell me what to do, and started sending me DMs of, like, a PS4 with Madden. And I was like, bro, you gotta chill.
Well, that's pretty nice. That's really nice of them. So, JC, can you give us a little bit of your background in Madden and YouTube, and plug yourself too? And
Yeah.
make sure and clap it for your own.
After you say your name, clap. That's the move right there.
Yeah.
All right, so YouTube channel, JCMUT. I'm not going to clap, but basically, I've been playing Madden for as long as I can remember. Like Logic said, since like PS2 was a thing. And then I've been doing YouTube for about a year and a half now. I got into it like Madden 16. I got into MUT though in like Madden 25. So yeah, that's pretty much my Madden background. Nothing too crazy.
Very cool. How would you describe your YouTube channel? What kind of stuff do you do?
It's kind of all over the place actually right now. I got like draft champs, MUT, like you said, those tournament games, coin tips, just pretty much everything.
Oh, very cool. Very cool. Well, thanks for introducing and coming on today, guys.
No problems.
Yeah. So right off the bat, YouTuber tournament. We're all involved with it except for, well, Texas. He was moving, unfortunately, so he couldn't be involved.
Wait, that's not accurate. I wasn't invited. Remember that conversation we had last time where I was like, just invite me to things? I would have said no anyway, but like, I wasn't invited.
Huh.
They didn't want me in there. They know I'm too good, man. They were afraid to play me and Vic. Well, actually, Vic was invited. So it's something with me. They must not like me. Vic was invited. I wasn't invited to this entire tournament, so I wasn't after. I think after Mark quit, Bingo hit me up and said, "Can you come in and play?" But I wasn't invited by anybody that was heading this thing. So my feelings are kind of hurt.
I was literally just added to the group chat. That was it.
I was no group chat for me, man. No group chat for me. They're like, that boy from Texas. He's probably got a Confederate flag or some shit. So yeah, that's what happened. I wasn't a part of the. What is it, 64 people that read it? Like everybody was invited to this damn thing.
Well, what are you talking about? Like, so you did get invited by Bengal? Like,
no, I got invited after Mark quit.
Yeah,
but
I got invited. I got invited after Vic quit.
But I wasn't invited though. You know what I'm saying? Like I wasn't invited. Who invited you?
Me. I think TT came and contacted me.
Okay. I was invited by J-Mill.
Yes.
So I was invited by a guy. They told to ask somebody. My guess was they're like, "Yo, can you find anybody want to play?" I wasn't invited, but I know Gaming Powerhouse follows me. Man, a few other people do, but I wasn't invited officially. I guess I'll say I was an afterthought in a sense. Hurt my feelings, dog. But
well, thanks for making it awkward here about this whole thing.
What? What's awkwardness?
Us not inviting you to the cool club.
No, it's cool, man. I don't do their own damn thing. I mean, if they want me in, they don't want me in it. It's cool. I'm not tripping about it. You know, I'm kind of sound like I am.
Yeah. Well, anyways, to make it more awkward, Logic, you were a part of the what is it? The cream puff bracket.
Cream puff group. I'm the king. I'm the leader of that group.
And you went 3-0 through that whole thing. Well, wasn't there a game that ended up like there's like a 94-2 score or something like that?
Okay, yeah. The guy I added into the tournament, it's a blitz. Yeah, he lost 94-2. So that's how I lost my point differential. It was because of that one game.
But you were 3-0.
Yeah, I was 3-0.
So point differential doesn't matter, right? If you're 3-0, you're moving on.
Well, yeah. I'm just saying. He ended up still having the biggest point differential.
Yeah. JC, you're into the round of 8 already. So yes. I'm in the round of 16. I still have. I'm playing Cookie Boy tonight. By the time this thing goes live, the game will already have been played. But JC, run us through your little tournament and how you got here, how you got to that round of 8.
All right, so I started off against Savage, who beat me, but I actually kept it decently close. I think I lost by like 8 or something. And so then I went and played Crayons, and we had like a hell game. And so I went 1-1, and then I kind of blew Visionary out to advance and like get my point differential up. So I went 2-1 in groups, and then I just played Jerome, and we had a pretty close game. So I won that, and now I'm on to the round of 8 against Wheels.
Nice, yeah. Wheels is tough. He went 2-1. I think Wheels, he just barely took out Logic there in the first round. Yeah, that sucks. How'd that game go? Like, how'd you lose that?
Honestly, on offense. Him as well. Like, we were both really inconsistent on offense. It was a really defensive game. I know he was mad because I had a strip fumble for a touchdown on him, and but then the same thing on my side. Like, players would just drop balls, and I ended up scoring, but I left him like 50 seconds on the clock. So he just drove down the field, drags, and I just couldn't stop it. Kicked the game-winning field goal, and that was the end of my run, man.
It sucks. Yeah, the single elimination. What do you guys think we should do better next time? Like, obviously, invite Texas, because that's just better in general. Everything's better in Texas or Colorado. But, like, do you think we should do DC? I hated DC. Like, I know I'm not out of it yet. I talked in the past tense, but I'm sure I'll be out soon. Like, I don't know. Do you think we should do regular MUT, right? Or what do you think, JC?
I mean, obviously, the best mode for tournaments is salary cap, just because it takes away like the cheese factor, I guess, just having overpowered players. But then again, this is just a YouTuber tournament, so I think MUT would be fine as well, just to show off people's teams. And there's just the thing that like people with not a ton of coins would be kind of upset. That's the only downside of that.
it feels like a lot of our channels were built off of MUT, and I guess maybe a couple of draft champions. But what do you think, Logic? Do you think you should do MUT or DC next one?
See, that's the thing too. Like MUT, I'm good. I'm a 97 overall, but we were getting complaints at people not getting invited this time around, and then I feel like if we did MUT, people would complain like, well, my team doesn't compare as well to this guy's team.
Yeah, I get what you're saying. I mean, like, life's not fair.
Yeah.
And the thing is, there was that big controversy. I know, like, it was like a Twitter drama there a few weeks back. I don't know if we talked about it on the podcast, Texas. The franchise guys, or a franchise guy.
Justin, the gaming dad.
Yeah, he was angry that we didn't invite any franchise guys to it. But it was funny. Like, he's like, well, you guys didn't know us. The thing is, like, Clickwood commented on a video, and he said, K-Liquid, or I don't know how to pronounce your name. So, like, he wasn't aware of Clickwood. And then he's mad at us for not being aware of him when Clickwood has his subscribers, and I don't know, the gaming dad had like 100. So it was very interesting. I don't really want to get into the drama because although it's interesting. So Texas, for like a YouTuber tournament, what do you think we should be in? MUT or Draft Champions?
I kind of want to see like a variation. It can kind of be like how Madden does it, where it goes MUT, Draft Champion, salary cap, and then you can just do like regular teams. Like make this year round. Make it 4 tournaments a year round.
Well, do you think EA should sponsor that then? If it's gonna make like rules like that?
I mean, if they throw money at the table, then I would think so. I don't have to though. I mean, if these guys that were put it on were basically selling it as a fact that it helps get other people recognized in the community. So, just out of altruistically, I guess this is what you should do. Just do 4 tournaments and just see who the better player is for each mode. That'd be kind of fun to watch.
Yeah, I think that'd be kind of cool.
And,
hey, did you guys have any?
And to make it even more entertaining for the the regular teams, random teams. That'd be kind of fun.
Oh.
Yeah.
Because, I mean, I hate watching the tournament, especially back in the day where everybody used the Seahawks and 49ers. That's all it was.
Yeah, no, there was talk in the group chat about doing like a franchise mode with YouTubers and getting games in that way. And I don't know. What do you guys think of that?
I think
Jake?
that would be a lot more difficult than what DC, because that takes a lot of planning and consistency. Because if you don't play a game on a certain day, then you lose.
Yeah.
Like, I feel like it'd be fun, but it would just be like super hard to rely on people to do that, because we've had problems with people not playing games like already in draft champs. Like with franchise, it'd be pretty tough. It would be awesome if we could get it done though, but it'd be tough.
Agreed.
So we had people not play games this year in the tourney, and so I feel like people were gonna have to switch teams or.
Yeah. What was the deal with who was it that avoided JML? Oh, CK. He had like. So like
yeah.
we've
he just completely backed out.
Yeah, we've had issues with that too, even past groups, but it's May right now. Do you think we're gonna get another one of these in before the end of the 17? Or is anybody gonna care in like July to get one of these in?
I hope so, because I know my viewers. Like, I only have a small sub count, but they were like, we had like a 2-week window where we didn't upload the games because schedules and all that. Like, everybody needs to understand that we all ran this as a community. It wasn't ran by EA, so there was troubles along the way. But I had a bunch of comments saying like, when's the next game? What's the next game? Like, this is so awesome. Who are you playing next? So if we can get one more in, I'd be happy with that, and then just carry it through 18.
Well, now that Gaming Powerhouse and JML are beefing on Twitter, I don't know. It's gonna be a little tough to get them back in the same tournament, huh?
Yeah, I'm not gonna
get
into that.
Or we can get them and we can like cheat to where like we all lose and get a final with them too.
Hey, it's still potential final with those
two.
It might
happen, yeah.
That's gonna be some fireworks right there. But I think they can definitely make another tournament run this year if they just get more organized. I feel like this thing should probably be played in 2 weeks. Like, there's 2 weeks, so that way you're capitalizing on the hype. Because when you're uploading games like once every 3 or 4 days, like it kind of. I feel like it should be back to back to capitalize off what was going on here, because momentum has died down like since the initial
that's true
craziness of it, because everybody was really looking forward to these games.
Yeah. Hey, I kind of skipped over your guys' opinion on inviting franchise in that community.
Yeah, whatever. Not playing.
Whatever.
I don't want Swami coming at me or anybody else that plays franchise that subscribes to my channel. So let me be quiet.
What's Swami gonna bring at you, Texas? I feel like he's got weak punches, man. I feel like he could take them.
I mean, everybody. It's the most funny thing. I don't believe in height and size, all that shit. But like everybody on YouTube's like 6'4". It's like I'm not trying to be fighting these dudes with longer reaches than I have. Like that's not what we
Crayons literally had to move out of a castle because the villagers chased him. Dude is seriously a monster. Like you don't really see it, but I think he's like 7'8" or something like that.
Yeah, he's super tall.
Ridiculously tall. Like it's crazy. So I'm just trying to stay away from getting in fights with guys that can knock me out without me touching their face.
All right, fair enough. Hey, so for 18, got to be a team play tournament, right?
If it's back, yeah. Hopefully, it's rumored to be back, right?
Yeah, the thing is, I've heard it from like 6 different sources. Like, and I've heard, okay, Mike Mack put out a video and then took it down. So I'm like, okay, well, that's confirmed.
Yeah.
So,
yeah.
Basically, that'll be kind of hype next year.
I think the reason he had to take that down, though, is just because the DM with Rex, I don't think they wanted that up. Because he showed, like, some DM with Rex about... He was like, are you showing all of the new game modes at EA Play? And then Rex responded, yes, we will be doing that. So I think that confirms it's going to be something new, but...
Yeah, for game modes. Anyway, so yeah, so that's out there. I saw Victionary do a video on it, too. I've seen... I think that's it for videos, but then a lot of Twitter chat also. So that'll be kind of exciting, like 3-on-3, and I guess I don't know. Do you think this is gonna change up the tournament scene? Like, is there gonna be a EA competitive team play next year? Texas, I want to hear what you have to say first.
I would think so. If team play is indeed coming back, and I think that's gonna be more fun to watch. Like you have more fun watching guys play with their friends in video games than playing by themselves. So Call of Duty successful with that. Counter-Strike, a lot of these games where you're playing with other people just do crazy numbers. So I think if EA wants to capitalize a dynamic where now it'll be 3 people on teams and they're going to these tournaments, that'd be kind of amazing to watch, especially if it's 3 hotheads on the same team. That could cause some craziness at those tournaments.
I think it's probably going to be like, you'd imagine, this is probably how the team dynamic ends up working out, like one hothead and the other 2 people that are just kind of like dealing with it and moving on. Like, I don't think who's good. I guess Gaming Powerhouse is the best. But like, do you think Gaming Powerhouse gets on a team with say like G Maya's World? I guess he's not really a hothead though. Or like who's another really big rager? I guess I rage from time to time. Like I don't know. It just feels like 2 people raging at each other is not gonna be a good team.
Yeah, the chemistry would not be there.
People like that dynamic. You watch Jerry Springer, people love people yelling at each other.
That's different. That's different when you bring them together specifically for that purpose versus like hotheads and on the same team. That's not gonna last very long.
This is organic. I mean, it depends. It can't use. I mean, hopefully they're not mic'd up because I don't want to hear the cuss words. But just seeing facial expressions and red faces, like that'll be fun to watch. I would love to see that. Yeah, I mean, I think that. But only thing is, it'd be just super expensive for EA because think about it. If they have a tournament, they got to bring all these guys out there.
Yeah, and plus they have to spend all that money on sensors and stuff. You know, I saw they had the players mic'd up. Yeah, so they get guys in there like focusing every 7 seconds. I don't know, swear. Hey, so what do you think, JCMUT? What do you think team play is going to be competitive next year?
I think that would be a great way to just make their competitive scene even better. But like you guys were saying, I don't know how it would go with some of these competitive guys, especially from what we've seen this year on how they kind of act like while they're playing the game. Like I don't know if you put Dubby and who's someone else, I don't know, just someone else that like kind of rages or like gets kind of too into the game at some points on the same team. I don't know how that would go down for EA. I don't know if they would like that, but I think it would be awesome because games like League of Legends, Call of Duty, Counter-Strike, stuff like that do really well off of team play games.
Yeah, I gotcha. What do you think about that? What do you think about that, Logic?
I think if they do team play right and it's good, then maybe. I just don't see how they would do the brackets. Like, how would you qualify to go out to EA? Would it already be well-known guys that get to go out there, or would they be?
Well, you qualify as a team, right?
Yeah, they have some.
Yeah, so okay. So there would be. I don't know, man. Like I heard so many F-bombs while I was watching the Twitch, the Madden.
Yep.
There was so many F-bombs on there, so I can see someone like screwing up on their side of the ball. Like let's say someone's a safety. And then they just completely miss, and then just F-bombs everyone.
But it won't be that bad, though, because, like, I mean, if you go to wrestling events and you watch them on TV and games, you hear fans cussing. So as long as it's not, like, intentionally, I think you can get away with it by cussing if it's going to be on live television.
Yeah.
And plus, I mean, it's Twitch, and it's not like broadcast television.
Yeah. And plus, they got a racist playing for them. So I mean, what more can they ask for? I mean, this is much better. Cussing than.
I like how you say it's just one.
You know what? It might. I mean,
like
Skimbo.
Like Skimbo isn't also in that category.
But I mean, Skimbo's tweets weren't as bad though. I mean, Skimbo.
That's right.
I could have easily chalked him up to his up to being hacked or just somebody trolling it. The other dude, you know what we talking about? Dubbed out racist.
We've talked about it.
Yeah. So I mean, I much rather deal with people cussing than having a guy who's playing for $100,000 who is a full-fledged racist.
Yeah. So there's always going to be some background issues and personality issues with Madden players, and it's strange. I don't really follow the competitive scene in other sports at all. Does Call of Duty have similar issues with their players getting in trouble, like on Twitter, and the teams like yelling at each other? Does anybody know that?
I play Call of Duty, but I never watch any Call of Duty streams.
Yeah, I've never seen it. I can imagine, though, but I can't say anything. I haven't seen it.
The only thing that I know that Call of Duty usually gets in trouble with is, like, people leaving teams and going and playing somebody else, like, in the same tournament. Like, that's kind of one, like, a taboo thing people do.
They go on Westbrook on them.
Yeah, they'll basically be in the same. Like they'll trade players to other teams in order to keep the money in like certain groups. So that's the one thing I hear about. Cause I used to listen to a podcast that talked about all the time where they mentioned that. So that's the one thing. I don't hear anything like drama wise with that. Other things though.
I gotcha. All right, so moving on to Ultimate Tickets. Now those are the big ticket items that came out this past week. How did you like that they all came out at once? Like, Texas, weren't we talking about this last week?
Yeah.
I guess we said like all at once, but I said something like a set too. But the set obviously was wrong. But like Pie in the Sky, is it weird that they released them all on like a Friday drop, or half of them on a Friday drop? JCMUT, I want to hear from you first.
I just don't get it from a business standpoint. Like, why release all of the content in one day when you could put 2 limited cards and packs a weekend and drop a different bundle every weekend and have people open that, and instead of just putting 8 or 10 or however many cards they put out with some boosted all pro packs? I don't really understand it, but I mean, it's cool, I guess. I don't understand it.
Yeah. Logic?
I was less excited this year than I was last year because they were late this year, and I knew the cards. Like, even though they gave players boosts, they still held back speed. So they're like, okay, if you're going to boost this player's speed, we're going to give him this set speed. Then it can only get boosted to this. And I didn't pull packs for golden tickets, and I still think Cam Newton's the best quarterback in the game over, like, Mariota.
I would agree with that. Yeah. Texas, what do you think of their decision to release so many golden tickets on one day?
It was weird because I don't know why they decided, like, why are we going back to just the 2 or 4 per weekend for what, 5-6 weeks, limited, like 100, limit to 100. Like, I just don't know what made them decide just to put them in packs forever, because they're hard as hell to pull. So like, if they're in packs forever, but I'd much rather have had them just be limited timed. Because, I mean, I think at the end of the day, or at the end of the cycle, regardless, we still may only see 100 of those cards pulled in general. So then being in packs for basically now until 2038, I just don't get it from a business perspective, because you can make more money by dropping them limited time per week and then doing that over and over again. But I guess they decided to just, I don't know what they're doing. I don't know what they're doing. It doesn't make any sense.
Yeah, and then what's the deal with making all pro packs the ones that we pull from? That was insulting.
All pro packs.
Yeah, well,
yeah,
they were not very good.
I opened the same bundle. I didn't upload it. It was that bad.
It was so bad for us too. So, like, I'm looking at the sales history on MUT. There's probably, what is it, 7 times, probably 60 to 70 sales total in the last week since they came out.
On the
that
bundle?
That's less than the boss cards. One, so the more rare than boss cards that came out in the last week. And then why don't they see that we like numbers on these cards so that we're guaranteed? Whereas compare them, what's the most recent numbered card? Do you guys know?
Clowney.
Draft
Clowney.
Clowney. Okay, yeah, that's right. Draft Clowney. We'll see how many. I'll compare him to how many he sold in the last. Let's see if I can even go back that far. Probably not, right?
No, draft was like 2 weeks ago, so he might be able to.
Yeah, let me.
But still, that Clowney, like, he flew out of packs though, like, and he's still like what 1.4 mil, 1.2 mil. Like, he's still going for a decent amount. Like, I don't get why they decided not to just put these in packs like limited time cards with the like back in the day. Like there has to be a reason why. I don't like but I can't think of a reason why would they do this because it doesn't make sense.
Yeah. Also, I don't like putting them all at once kind of delays hype for the game. Like if you drop 2 every weekend, people are like, okay, what are the new golden tickets this weekend? Let me open some packs for them. But if they're all there, people are like, oh, there's the golden tickets. On to the next promo, or okay, that's golden tickets. I'm done for the year. I don't understand it.
The only thing that'll make sense, the reason why they dropped them all like this, is because they don't think these cards are that good, and they knew that
I don't think they're that good.
They knew that they weren't going to like get the hype around it. You know how like before it would take them 4 hours or to get like 2K retweets, stuff like that. To where like say, all right, these cards aren't going to be that good. The community will get mad if we keep prolonging these cards that aren't good. Because a few of them that are pretty nice, but I guess they decided to drop them all just so that we wouldn't complain about these cards not being as boosted as we would want them to be for being golden tickets.
Well, what cards are going to be hyped? Like, why would they not do that? I don't get it.
Well, because like the people were kind
overall.
of, like I think like half the cards you got, those big people were just kind of negative on. They weren't really feeling them because they're not really golden tickets like how we're used to. And some of these cards coming out with the speeds the same. They basically have a lot of the same stats. It's just a few things the guys upgraded. And I don't think EA wanted to go through 20 weeks of people just comparing these other cards in this game.
Yeah.
And they decided to drop 9, so we kind of overlook it.
I think. All right. Well, I'll still go back to this Clowney thing. Then I'll give my thoughts on the golden tickets. So I retract my statement. Clowney actually has probably similar numbers on the sell date. So maybe there are 100 of these golden tickets out there each because Clowney doesn't have a huge turnover either at his price. So retract statement from earlier that there aren't there's probably 100 of them in the game. Maybe more, maybe a little bit less. Anyways, next up onto the why they did 9 at once. I think it's just because they have a schedule. They have a schedule that they drop promos on Fridays now. They've been doing it since I don't know, a while back. Like every Friday, or I guess the draft was the only one on Thursday. But I think that's why they said, we'll do 9 this week, 9 next week, and we'll wrap golden tickets up, and that's in time for what's our next holiday, Memorial Day. So that's probably what happened. So they're not gonna do. What's up?
It's a month from now, right? June?
No, I think it's the end of May, right?
Is it end of May? Early June? I don't know what Memorial Day is.
They'll probably start dropping final editions soon. If they're going to even do them.
May 29th.
Oh, May 29th. That basically is June. Damn.
Yeah.
We'll just have some filler stuff until then.
Probably. Yeah, so we'll have something that's probably so it's this weekend, and then I guess there is a gap, isn't there? Who knows what we'll do the weekend after. But yeah, you're right about final editions. Hopefully we'll get those soon. Although Season Stars were kind of that, weren't they?
Yeah, so I don't know.
Yeah, they were exactly the same thing.
We'll still get them, though. Guru said it was a long MUT season, so we're getting final editions.
Well, I like today, he said, talking about hashtag MUT season, basically the only reason we got the second round of draft players was because they were already in the game because they thought they were going to go in the first round. They didn't put any extra effort in to make these second round of draft players.
Which would explain why you only got 20 of them today.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. What do you think of that? JC, what do you think of them doing that?
I mean, it's cool extra. I don't understand the set that came with it to get the elite ones when you can't put them in the Cam Newton. So it's kind of pointless, but I mean, I guess it's cool just to have the cards in the game if you're a fan of those teams and building all-time teams. But other than that, it's I don't understand why even put them in the game.
Yeah. Logic?
I don't really get it. I guess it's cool to see from EA standpoint, people who they thought were going to go in the first round. So I was like, oh, this guy may be first-round talent. But I don't understand it. Especially since, like JC said, they can't go in the Cam Newton set. And they didn't do all this. They could have took the players they put in packs that were actually in the second round and just made the other players. I get pre-planning and all that, but it can't be that hard to put a player that was drafted in the second round into packs.
Yeah, I don't know either. But Texas, what do you think?
I don't want second-round players if they can't be used in the Cam set. There's no point for them to being in the game at that point. Because I thought Cam's price would be $1 million by now. I thought we were going to get the first 2 rounds of players. These cards would be kind of easy to get. They'd be overload draft content. But, I mean, you can't put more elites in this game. Just put more elites in this game. It serves no purpose, really, other than just helping people complete their all campus hero or not all what you call it, all certain theme teams, shit like that. So I really don't know why they decided to only have first round selections go into camps. It makes sense to keep camps price up, but they typically don't ever do that. Usually they love taking cards prices. So it's
here's the
it's weird what they're doing.
I think they've really switched over in theory from not really caring about cards prices. You saw that more in previous games where they didn't care about cards getting tanked. And then I've seen them move more in 16 and 17, especially to really preserving, because the community feedback on their cards tanking, Toke was angry about his Gurley earlier this year, losing a lot of value when the Energizer Chem was given the next week to LaShawn McCoy. So they've really focused a lot on keeping cards, high price, quote unquote, for a while, keeping their value. So I could see, when they announced it, I wasn't really surprised. And then getting back to the draft champions, the draft players, the round 2, I think there's more than just pumping the elite team. Like, guys like their draft players. Like, the draft, I said last week, is probably the third biggest thing in the NFL calendar behind the Super Bowl and opening day of the season. So I was a little disappointed that they didn't put in more second-round picks and even third rounds and further, because players are so hyped, or people, are so hyped for their players coming onto their team. They're new guys, they're fresh rookies, the fresh faces, as you will, and seeing them perform in MUT in their game. I'm surprised we didn't really get more draft content. Logic, do you have any other thoughts on the draft content?
I mean, yeah, from what you said, like seeing players, like I got Christian McCaffrey, and I wanted to pick up Curtis Samuel just to play with them in MUT because I'm a Panthers fan. So if they would have added third, fourth, fifth round people, I would have picked up those guys as well because that's my team.
Yep. Yeah, I agree. JC?
One thing though to think about is it might be kind of hard for them to get these new guys all face scanned up, get their likeness and stuff like that out quick. So I do kind of understand them putting the only predetermined guys they thought was going in the first round. But then again, they could have done a better job of just getting those players in. Also, like what Logic said, you can put gold cards from the third round or fourth round. People are still going to open packs and put those guys on their team. I've seen so many people in head-to-head with gold John Ross just because his speed's crazy, or they're Bengals fans, or gold Patrick Mahomes because they can't afford the elite one. Like, people want these new draft cards. They could have definitely made money putting them in packs, so I don't know why they shorted themselves on that.
Yeah, agreed. Texas?
Don't put cards in the game just to put them in the game. These cards need to have sets unless it's a set reward, and I'm cool with it. I don't like when cards just are in the game just to be in the game. And now it makes it more difficult in packs because not only you got to deal with 32 that you wanted to get, there's 20 other cards that have no value outside of just being a player that got drafted in the second round. So if you pull those draft packs, you pull 3 second-round elite players, they're not going to go in the camp set.
I've noticed they've been doing that recently. Like with the championship packs, they put just some random championship guys that don't even go in the set. Like, I don't understand.
I don't want cards that don't go in sets that are for bigger rewards. No, I'm cool. Like, I'm cool with them being in the game in a sense, but like they need to be in a set for that reason. Then maybe have a second round set for a guy that got drafted in the second round. That's pretty good in the NFL. I can't think about it right now. Who's drafted in the second round? That's amazing. It was Hopkins was the second round, right? Make a Hopkins something. Give these cards a little bit extra value than what they already are, which are just pack fillers. For packs are actually pretty. I like those draft packs. They're pretty good. But I don't like these.
Yeah, I Texas, once again, I'm gonna have to disagree with you there. I'm a fan of more cards, more different names. Like if it's the same card over and over, like if we get, I don't know, 10 David Johnsons or whatever, then like, okay, whatever. They don't really need a new one. But if we get new players in the game and new names and stuff, what's wrong? Maybe a couple people. Maybe it only really like 50 people care about that. But that's still, a big deal to 50 people. I think having different names in the game and different guys from different colleges and on different teams, I agree with Logic that I'm a Steelers fan. I'd put more Steelers on my team. So
I'm cool with it, but make a set for them because I don't want to be pulling packs and getting cards that don't have a set for them. Like if I'm trying to get Cam set done, they brought back draft packs. I'm excited, and then I pull Curtis Samuel. I'm like, this dude doesn't go in a damn set.
Yeah, but here's the thing, Texas. You're not going to pull them. Like, that's we'll get on to pack odds in a little bit.
I pulled
you're
so
right
many
about
packs
that.
the night of the draft.
You're right about that.
On 2 accounts, I didn't pull one single elite draft.
Well, I pulled Deshaun Watson, so I might pull one. Y'all might not.
Oh, okay.
Oh, got Fox with the nice zinger right there.
Texas, I love your laugh. By the way, it's one of my favorites. Hey, so hey, anything else you guys want to say about the draft content? Do you think they did a good job this year? JC, I want to hear from you first.
Draft content-wise, draft night was awesome. The limited solos, the sets coming out on time. Besides those 2 little hiccups with the Mahomes, and then actually, was that the only hiccup they had, or was there another one?
They did have the Jameis Winston being eligible for the set before they took it out.
Yeah,
being eligible.
That's what it was. Okay. So yeah, other than that, I think they did a good job on draft content. Besides the second round players not being able to go into sets.
Yeah. Okay. Logic.
I agree with JC. The draft night was pretty well. Like, if you did the solos as soon as they came out, you could still make pretty good coins. Like, some draft gold players were going for like 20K a pop. So I made like 200K off just playing solos. So I was watching Guru's stream, so as soon as I knew they were in packs, I'd be opening packs. But I didn't pull any elites. But they did a good job of getting the cards out on time.
Yeah, I spent the whole night waiting for points to come through to my account. But overall, it was a good night. I thought what they did the night, I agree with you. They did a good job. Very, very compelling content for the draft. There was, like you said, minor hiccups. Not as bad as 16 though. But Texas, what are your thoughts?
I enjoyed myself draft night. I streamed, had fun, pulled packs, did solos. It was an enjoyable night. They did a good job with getting the content out and making it flawless. Like I didn't know anything messed up until somebody told me. So I really didn't experience any difficulties outside of, I kind of feel bad for guys who actually had jobs and couldn't get on to make that coin at that time.
Yeah. I think, yeah. So we're all pretty much in agreement. They did great the night of, but they really kind of effed it when they didn't put draft packs back in the game the next week. Yeah. I was hoping we were going to get some again Monday or a Saturday dual bundle and the second round draft picks. It's cool that they put them in the game, but obviously it didn't take any effort on their part. So it's, all in all, pretty solid.
And they still haven't done an elite draft topper, right?
No.
Not yet. We're probably not going to get one, I don't think.
Not yet.
They did, however, have those limited packs that were elites were flying out of those during draft night, though. So I guess you could call it that a topper, pretty much. But yeah.
That garbage $8 pack for a quick sell?
No. The player pack where it was like 10 draft players, and then there was always elites popping out of those.
I got you. I tell you what, that limited time pack in the store for like 24, there's like 2,000.
No, the quick sell came second.
I missed the first one. That quick sell, I opened that pack, man. I was a waste $8. Come on, got me some Chipotle with that.
Hey, actually, I kind of like that. Like that's basically EA's way of selling coins almost. Is giving us quick sells for dollars, and especially if it's like boosted quick sells, like I saw a lot of those ones were. What do you guys? Let me get your opinions on that about the quick sells in the packs and EA selling it, and if you guys like the limited time packs and content, because that's a way of combating farm teams. I want to hear what you have to say first. JC, I'll go to you again.
I don't mind it whatsoever because it's adding value to packs, and that's what people like. People always say they want value in their packs when they spend money, and that is a great way. Say, here, you spend money in a pack, you're gonna get 20K or more. It's nothing too crazy, but you got a chance to get in $1 million or 200K. Like, people were pulling those, so I think they did a great job with those. I think that was a good idea.
Nice. Logic, I want to hear your opinion.
I mean, I like it, but someone like me who doesn't have money to spend, like, oh, it just dropped right now, let me pull these packs. It catches me off guard, but I know for a fact it was confirmed one person did pull 1 million coins out of that quick sell pack. So I mean, it's a good thing to do, but it just, like, this year to me, last year we had 5 journeys, and I'm more of a solo type guy. They said this was the year of the grinder, and I really don't feel so. Like, the solos, even when they did Journey 2, it was still old rewards. It was just copy and paste.
Yeah. So you don't think Madden 17 was better for grinders than 16 or 15?
No, I don't.
Okay. Right.
And I do want to bring up, this is not on the agenda, but I think they're still going to use the same rating scales they used this year in 18. So I still think there may be issues with overalls and everything like that.
So what makes you believe that?
I think I seen it on Twitter. And I think it may have been Guru.
Guru
that
said it?
they're going to use the same scale as
I
this
saw
year.
that.
How long did he say that? What's that?
He said that this morning the days of super overpowered cards are in the past.
Yeah.
So why does it make you think they're going to do the same ratings next year?
I mean, there hasn't been any super overpowered cards this year until like 3 months left until the year.
Well, they did an AMA on Reddit, and I had a question for them, and they responded to it. And we've talked about this on the podcast before, but I told them that they should make these cards kind of like how MLB makes cards. So like players that have really bad speed, like they only use half the rating scale in MUT. Like the slowest guy in MUT has 45 speed. They're not using the bottom half of the rating scale. So like I just said use the whole thing. Like David Ortiz last year had 1 speed in MLB The Show. So that's a way of getting rid of those +1. So that's a way they could change the rating scale, but we won't necessarily see these over 100 speed guys in the future.
Mm-hmm.
Which means
Texas,
me and Clickwood were right. Didn't exist. So can y'all can y'all just give me applause real quick? Y'all both clap it up for me and Clickwood. Because like we broke something. I mean, so if you guys want to send your hate our way, let us know. We'll take it, but we were right.
Yeah, it feels good, doesn't it?
It doesn't. It doesn't at the same time.
It's true. It's kind of like a dual-edged sword. You're right, but you were ripped off so much too. Yeah. Do you think they're gonna go back to past Maddens and now my golden tickets I still have in Madden 16? They're gonna give them 99s.
That'd be funny if you go back and everybody's 99 max. Like there's no 102 speed here, no mo.
No, it was never that way. What are you talking about? Yeah, they'll go back and scrub the internet too. EA's got power. Hey, I want to circle back on that with ultimate tickets. So Texas, me and you, we helped in the design of a couple ultimate tickets. Now, me and the creator of the Evans had some, let's say, creative differences on what he should do on the card. But we ended up, he didn't do it, but other cards put mobile blocker onto their card to add speed. Like, specifically, I think I want to compare the Marshall to the Watkins. The Watkins did not have mobile blocker, and it just had the other chemistries, just whatever, receiver chemistries. I think it was like slot expert and route runner or something. So that had 96 speed. Marshall fully chemmed is 96 speed. Now, I went and looked at the overalls. Marshall went from 96 to 99 overall, and he got +2 speed. Watkins went from 95 to 99 and got +3 speed. So wait, let me double check that. It's either +3 or +4. Let me check the Watkins again. But I just want to say, so Watkins went up 1 more overall, but I think he got 4 speed. So Watkins went up 4 overall and got 4 speed. Marshall went up 3 overall and got +2 speed. So it's pretty close. Texas, would you say mobile blocker? Would you say mobile blocker made the Madden developers nerf speed on those cards?
I think it did, because with the Derrick Henry, I'm like, because the guy that created him, he thought Derrick Henry was gonna have at least 97 speed. I'm like, no, he's not. It's not gonna come close. But cause he was gonna take out pick special and add bruising back. But my whole thinking was they're gonna just give this guy 95 speed, whether you give him mobile blocking and pick specials or not. So like, but if you wanted to go ahead and add the other chems, his speed would be the same. So I think if you really wanted to get the speed already automatically on the card, you could easily just put other chems on it. But people wanted just to be sure that EA would indeed upgrade speed, because we have seen in the past EA not do that. So I do think the chemistries did affect what EA did with the speed, because they don't make these cards even crazier than they already kind of are.
So it was really interesting, and I'll ask you guys here in a second. I want to talk about what happened with Gronk and Muthead. So when Muthead first put all these ultimate tickets up on their team, and now they work with EA and scrape their data and put their stuff up on their site. He ended up having 86 speed when it first launched. And then about an hour later, so I tweeted out, like, what the hell is 86 speed on Gronk? They ruined him. So I tweeted out that, and then everybody's like, no, you see his card art? It's got 88 speed. I'm like, what? Muthead's wrong? Muthead's almost never wrong. Like, EA's normally wrong. So it leads me to believe they boosted the speed on certain cards last minute, like night before. They're like, I don't know if we could sell these ultimate tickets with only +2 speed from his 95 to his 99 for Gronk. So they may have actually gone through last minute and boosted the speed on some, but maybe they just missed Henry. They can't. There's only 9 of them. How do they miss them? That's probably a stupid theory. But what do you guys think? Like, do they think they didn't boost them well enough, and then they just added a couple more speed last minute? Let me hear what you have to say about that. JC, I'll go to you again.
I mean, first of all, I don't get why they just didn't put speed boosting as an option when making the ultimate tickets, but that's a whole nother discussion.
Yeah.
But I don't really know. Like, I know they probably did make last minute changes because if you're EA looking at a card with 86 speed, you're like, who's gonna buy packs for this? So I feel like they did that, and the reason why is because Mudhead had that, so they obviously got that data from EA, who sent it to them early, so they could have it out on their site whenever the cards came out. But yeah, I mean, I don't really mind it because of the rating scale this year. Like, they said 99 cards are just different this year because I don't really know what I'm saying here, but. I'm kind of lost. I don't know. I'm lost.
Are you trying to say like they're still good compared to the rest of the cards?
Yes. Yeah.
So Logic. Oh, sorry. Go on.
Oh no, there's just no way to put it because they're not 99 cards, but they are. So I don't know.
Yeah, they're still better than most of the other cards at their position, but they're not like we don't see 100 plus stuff, so we don't think they're as glitchy. It's like we did previous years. So Logic, what do you have to say? Anything you want to say about the speed things on Ultimate Tickets?
I mean, it even goes back to just the beginning of the year. They've toned down speed the whole year. And Ultimate Tickets are supposed to be the best cards in the game. And I could see them, like, looking at it and see us being disappointed. So, like, adding something overnight. But just like with the John Ross thing, everybody was saying if John Ross didn't have, like, 98, 99 speed, people were going to freak out. So I think EA intentionally was like, we have to give this card 99 speed.
I gotcha. So Texas, all right.
So what was your algorithm? So you said that Sammy Watkins went from a 94 to a 99 and got +4 speed.
No, he went from 95 to 99, and he went 4 overall up, and he got +4 overall speed.
Mm-hmm. And then
so
Brandon
4 to
Marshall
4
went from 96 to a 99 and got +2. I'm looking at Damian Swan now. Damian Swan is the silver card at 87 speed, and he got a +9 speed increase going from that to his 99.
Okay.
So I wonder if there's some like pattern here that we're not seeing, where it's like 2 overalls equal +1 speed or some shit like that.
Well,
it doesn't look like it.
Brandon Marshall, because he went up 3 and then he got +2 speed, but he had mobile blocker, which automatically gave him 1 speed. So he went up 3 speed with 3 overall. Well, yeah, but with the chemistry, because Watkins didn't have the chemistry. Yeah. So I feel like EA nerfed Marshall's speed down 1. Like if they were just going up +1 speed for +1 overall.
I know, but Terrell Pryor also kind of had his 97. Terrell Pryor is the fast receiver out of the Golden Ticket batch. He has 97 speed. So I don't know what they're doing. Like maybe they're trying to get these guys accurate to how they are. Like Brandon Marshall not really a burner. I don't know. Sorry to cut you off, though. Sorry to cut you off.
Oh no, it's all good.
All right, so let's move on.
Look at this. So Terrell Pryor got mobile blocking. Oh, he got a +3 overall speed increase going from 95 to 99. I don't know what they were doing, Gut Fox. I don't think we will figure this out today either.
I think there might not be a pattern.
It can't be. It just has to be just random then, because Terrell Pryor went for mobile blocking on him. He still maybe if he had pick special, he probably would have had 94 speed then, and still had 97 speed at max. Or maybe he's high. He's as high as speed because he's a Browns player and Guru is a Browns.
Hey, what do you, yeah, Guru doesn't design the cards though.
Yeah.
Hey, what do you? No, that's not a Guru's job. What do you think of his battle ready on Pryor's card?
I haven't used
Texas
it yet, so I'm not too sure. And interestingly, I think Neville Stumble will be better on a receiver than battle ready now, because you throw wide receiver screens a lot. Them stumble shits.
That would be
amazing.
Nice. I've heard. I haven't really. So I've got LaDainian Thompson on my team, and I haven't had any stumbles with him. I had one, but he was my backup because I was using Derrick Henry, and he stumbled regularly, so that kind of sucked. But I've heard people that have used LT with another stumble. He fumbles a lot because he gets that recovery and then just gets smacked.
Okay.
And so you get that quite a bit fumbling there. I heard that from Embry. What do you guys think about the battle ready or the other chemistries on the wide receivers? Logic?
They gave Sammy Watkins tip drill, right?
Yeah.
I don't know why they did that. I mean, because even on defense, it's always 50-50. Like, I've had animations where the ball would literally shoot like 50 yards in the air, and my players just stand there waiting for the ball to come down. So,
yeah.
The game's wacky, and I think the chemistry just sometimes makes it even wackier than what it already is.
Yeah, the thing with like wide receivers and tip drill, I don't like it. It's not that they like don't catch it, they don't, but they just don't recognize that the ball's in the air.
Yeah.
Like it's better than 16, I've seen some guys go close to it, but it's still like they don't recognize it as well as defenders do. JC, what do you think of the battle ready and the tip drill on the wide receivers?
Yeah, like on tip drill, I'll turn on an NFL game. I'll watch NFL Red Zone, and I'll see probably one pass where it gets deflected, and then someone's going to come down with it. And half the time it's a receiver, half the time it's a defensive back. Madden's just broken, and receivers do not react to tips, so I don't understand adding the tip drill. The battle ready, I have not used the prior yet, but I feel like it could be interesting, especially like Never Stumble would be good, but that wasn't out, I believe, when the Golden Ticket when they were making the cards. Battle ready would also be good on screens though, like just if you get hit in the backfield, maybe get a battle ready animation. So I don't think that's a horrible chemistry. Or maybe on like quick slant routes where you get hit, and maybe you could like where you catch the ball and you run into a defender and you're both like kind of stood up. I don't know if you guys know that animation, but yeah, I don't think that's a horrible chemistry, especially because you had to add an ability. But tip drill, I do not understand at all.
Like, do you guys playmaker a lot?
Yeah,
I haven't
playmaker would be
used it
good.
since,
At the
I
time,
got
you're
Cam.
not getting nickel blitz the entire game.
You gotta learn how to stop nickel blitz. If you would have been in Attorney, Texas, you would have learned how to stop nickel
I wasn't
blitz.
invited!
Listen, you would have had to know how to stop it, because every single person I played ran nickel blitz.
Yeah, how why would you just rub salt in his wound there, Logic?
Texas knows I love it. I love that dude.
Yeah. Yeah, no, it does kind of suck. God, I really do hope they nerf cornerback blitzes in 17, or at least make your offensive line pick them up a little bit better. Because, yeah, nickel blitz is...
Yeah, we got Clint Goldenberg. That's his name, right?
Yeah.
Played for like 2 seasons, and he's the guy in charge of the blocking.
Yeah, yeah. So he's got experience with the offensive line.
Yeah.
Played in the NFL.
Many years experience.
Yeah, yeah. So it's... And nickel blitz is, like... With the way the guys have adjusted and evolved nickel blitz, like there is some really like it could stop the run now. Like the guy I played I don't remember his name. He was one of the top guys on the leaderboard. It could stop power. Like nickel blitz could stop I-form power. I was like, oh no. Like
Nickel blitz can stop everything.
Yeah, I was like, oh no. Its weakness used to be the run. Now it's no longer. It's evolved.
It's evolving.
It's like
a Pokemon blitz.
Yeah, there it is. It's the
virus
Blastoise.
that mutated all of a sudden. Damn. So I'm way ahead no more. That's why I retired.
Yeah, Anyway, yeah. So we all kind of wish we could retire from seeing nickel blitz. Anyways, so let's move on. All right, Cunningham. Do you guys see that he got released this weekend with Chris Carter's card art?
Yes, I wanted to bring that up too. Do you guys think Chris Carter's gonna be in the game, or is that just a mistake?
That was your mistake. Hashtag they all look alike.
Oh my!
What? I think it was an honest mistake though. I don't think Chris Carter's gonna be in his game. Because that'd be a weird way to kind of spoil that, is to do that. Plus, you got a lot of receivers already over here in this year's game. I don't think we need another one.
Like, okay, have we gone a single week in the MUT calendar without EA screwing something up?
I don't think so.
But this time it's excused. It's a small team this time. Everybody's working on Madden 18, so I can excuse this mistake.
You're right. It's a small independent company. We should give them a break.
Okay. You say it like that. And all right, F them. Maybe we should criticize them. Get the pitchforks out and get some torches, and let's go down there and demand change.
Now that's something that I can believe in.
One small thing I wish they would bring into 18 is like update the playbooks, because most of the playbooks are the same as last year's. And then do a better job of like making every card art look unique, because they literally took the Carolina Panthers header and used that as Cam Newton's card art. They just went to, we're gonna make a Cam Newton card, go to their header, click that picture, and use that as their header, like as the card art.
Really?
Yeah.
What header are you talking about?
Go to @Panthers, @Carolina Panthers on Twitter, and you'll see the header, and it's Cam Newton like running out of the tunnel, and it's that exact same picture they put on the card.
I think so. Well, they get
they changed it.
They only can use certain cards though. So like you see those mover cards people make where guys' jerseys getting torn off into another type of team. They can't do that unfortunately because the NFL's kind of freaking starch and boring about this stuff. So they only can work in the parameters that they're allowed to. So even though I would like to see different and unique cards that'll be awesome to look at, all they can really do is design the background. The cards are all coming from the same place. That's why you see a lot of the same pictures on every single year in Madden on the same cards.
Well, all I know is at the beginning, a Madden 17 trailer, I seen Cam Newton sliding. He'd get up. He'd do the little point thing. I seen him dabbing. None of that's in the game. None of it.
That's true.
Yeah. So you think they should add more of that stuff?
Yeah, I mean,
Logic?
like Antonio Brown twerking in the end zone. Like, why not put that in the game? Like,
I don't think that if I was gonna let them
Just
do
do
that.
Well, the thing is, you bring up a good point, though. Like, they have some things in the game that would get players fined. Like the celebration on the way to the end zone. That's a fine in the NFL. That's a penalty. But they don't have other things like, they took out head injuries. That's something in the NFL, but the NFL made them take it out. They don't have celebrations, like you said, the twerking, the illegal. There's no Sharpies and socks. So it's weird that there's a fine line or a line there that's kind of like a moving target for Madden and what they can and can't do in their game.
It would be cool
Basically,
if they. Oh, sorry to cut you off.
No, after you.
Oh, okay. If it would be cool if they did something like FIFA, where you could pick your celebration. Like after you score, you hit something on the D-pad, and you can do the Salt Bay celebration, or it's just something like that.
I remember in Madden, I think it was 09, you could literally walk to a certain part of the end zone and choose what celebration you did.
Yeah, I remember that. That must have been taken out by the NFL. I think they've done things.
Well, it's weird
and everything
too,
they do.
because Antonio Brown's flip is in the end zone. Like, it's kind of hard to trigger though. Like you flipping into the end zone, landing on his feet. That's in the game.
Oh yeah.
So it's just, I guess maybe it's in the game. He's got to do some things to trigger it.
They got some
Like so you're saying
Mortal
some like
Kombat
hidden
Celebration.
Some
Mortal
hidden
Kombat.
Mortal
eggs.
Kombat code you got to put into the game in order to like do a dab.
Damn, you're gonna be making me hit left, right, up, down, LB, yeah, that kind of
Some
stuff.
shit like that. Because there's some stuff in the game you just don't know until like somebody puts it on Twitter. Like, oh, I didn't know it was in the game. So maybe it might be in the game. I haven't seen. Well, funny thing about it is maybe we'll see more Cam doing stuff now that everybody has a good Cam, because nobody used that garbage ass Cam 2 months ago.
So hey, Texas, do you think like just nobody's put like the specific code in the game to get a Chris Carter here yet, or what? So that's why we see his art.
You know what? That might be it, man. Who know how to hack shit? Hit us up. Let's get into EA's source code and find out what's going on.
Yeah, let's see what the right button combination is. We can get Legend Chris Carter this weekend. So, all right, hey, one thing that bugged me, and we mentioned, and I think Logic talked a bit earlier on the agenda, pack odds and pack value. So, this past week, I think, was it, or May 1st, China had a new law go into effect that made game companies that were selling games in China reveal their loot crate odds. Now, we haven't seen anything for Madden. I haven't seen anything for FIFA either, but I've seen like Hearthstone, Overwatch, those kind of things give out their loot crate odds. Now, that kind of ties in. You know, we all know that. Just something I want to mention. There's no really debate around that. Just hopefully we'll see them. With these packs, and I mentioned the All-Pro packs earlier, and Logic did a bundle where I didn't even put it on YouTube. I've done that before. Like the pack odds for these golden tickets, we get it. They're ass. Yeah. EA is going to make them really rare. That's fine. But my biggest issue with value, or the pack is their value. There's nothing in the packs. There's no sets for these base elites like we have position heroes. So can I hear what's your guys' opinion? How could they really, make packs more attractive than to go and buy coins with code Texas or Sly or whatever JC? Anyways, how do you think? What can EA do here? Logic, I want to hear what you have to say.
Well, see, when the Team of the Week promo was going on, I would never pull a Team of the Week player. This past month, I've been pulling gold and elite Team of the Week players everywhere. So why not just keep them in the game all season long? Even if you're not getting good value, like right now, the Team of the Week players, unless it goes into that set, they're not worth much. So just if you release a promo, keep some of the stuff in packs like the whole year. Like I don't know, because just the pack odds right now, we all can agree they're terrible. They're absolutely terrible. I've spent like $100 in a bundle, not pull one elite. Like that's insane.
Yeah, crazy. Yeah, JC.
Oh yeah, that's one thing I like. Going to another game, 2K, they'll put out a card and it's in packs for the rest of the year. Like they have, like I get limited cards. I love limited cards, but they need to keep stuff in packs longer. Like Team of the Week cards, like Football Outsider cards, like maybe some Easter elites. You could still see them in packs. Like I kind of get taking them out when the promo's over, but then like on a normal Tuesday right now, what's the point of opening packs? Like there's nothing to pull for.
Yeah. So like, should base elites still be in MUT set? Like,
no.
What's the point of base elites right now? They're going for like 1 to 2K.
I think
No.
if you pull a base elite, it should be like in the extra slot.
I think just add a set for base elites. Say add all of the Browns base elites and get one random Browns program player, or add all the Seahawks base cards and get one Seahawks program player. I don't know, something like that would just make maybe have some rare silver cards or one rare base elite. Like Russell Wilson will go for 20K. It's just something like that, just to make the cards at least worth something, because none of them go for anything right now.
No. Texas.
I mean, we can get a silver, bronze, gold, metal master set. I don't know. It's just an idea.
That's a good idea.
We haven't really got anything after. Because people said this game was over once they dropped the Ultimate Master. So it's basically just a wrap. If you want to sell your players, sell your team, this is a good time to, because all that turns into after that just packs. And that's all it's been so far, just pack on and pack on and pack. There's not really been anything crazy set-wise until we got that big-ass set we got last week with the flashback team, 2 weeks ago, flashback team of the week and all that shit. So I think if they really wanted to, add value to bronze, silver, and gold cards, make pulling packs worth it, especially for like super rare cards that are kind of hard to get, add sets in the game. That's the best way they can do it. And your point on elite badges or elite players, I think they should probably be removed at this point. Like, there's no requirement for them for anything.
I mean, they had their chance to do that with the position heroes, but we all know the elite badges killed that. So that could have been good for packs, but yeah, they added 900 elite badges per set.
Yeah, we've been over that quite a bit. Our displeasure with that. Texas went on a couple pretty good rants, I'd say. At least 8 out of 10s.
Thank you.
Yeah, pretty good stuff. So I don't know. I do think EA is kind of neglecting. Like earlier in the year, they have good pack value. Like you could rip. Like I knew people ripping packs at the beginning of MUT 17. They'd rip packs, sell the content, rip more packs. Like that was their game. They rarely played the game. That's all they did. And I made a video about it. I'm like, you're just doing it, but you're ruining the pack value for the rest of us. And he actually ended up replying to me. I made an entire video about it just because of him. And he's like, yeah, I guess you're kind of right. Like, I'm not doing anything. I'm just pulling packs and selling contents. But it's like EA puts these stuff in, like, they got to be able to balance their economy a little bit better. And I saw, in talking about the economy, like, I don't know if Guru said this tongue-in-cheek, but I brought it up 2 days after he wrote it because somebody brought it up to me. But basically, on their economy, somebody complained about the Ultimate tickets being really expensive. And Guru responded, have your community
lower the price.
Talk to your community people to not list them so high.
Yeah.
I that had to have been a joke, but then here's the thing. I tweeted about it, and then I got feedback from people, both on Twitter and DMs and chats and stuff, saying, no, I think Guru was right. I think it's the players that list cards too high. I'm like, no, the players. If you give me the chance to sell a card for 10 million coins and somebody will pay that, what am I listing that card for? 10 million coins?
That just goes
or 4 million coins?
There's not
or
many
million coins
being pulled.
And you do that, I'm gonna put it for 9.9. Like,
yeah, you're just gonna buy it and release it till the market prices it correctly, until somebody stops buying at that price. Like, so that's how the market works. And EA 100% controls this market. Like,
I don't know
they
why
control
they
the
think
supply.
It's not us. We don't determine the pack odds. If a car, it's like 4 bars pulled, probably more than that. But like that's why that bar is 5 million coins. It's not because of us. It's because y'all got that dude in packs that can't get pulled out of packs.
Yeah.
How's that our fault?
No. Yeah. No. It's and then like I can't believe people would argue that. Yeah, it's the community that priced it. No, there's no goodwill. Like if UNICEF ran a MUT account, then I could see it's okay to list cards below market value. But if you're listing it below market value, guess what? Somebody's gonna snipe it and they'll relist it. That's what a market is. It sounds like you want to say something, JC?
Oh yeah, just people are just gonna take advantage of you if you just put it lower and then just go sell it for more and make coins off you. Yeah, like
that's so stupid.
It's silly. Logic, any thoughts?
Blaming players.
I'm just gonna bring one thing up. Like at this point in Madden, there's not a lot to do in the game, and there hasn't been a lot to do in the game at all. Like so I've been trying to bulk record a lot, so I can come up with new ideas, and so because I don't want to be. No offense to anybody. I don't want to be that YouTuber that says, okay, that's Tuesday night drafts. I'm going to do a Tuesday night video. Because there's so many people that go, it's Tuesday night, let's do a Tuesday night draft video. But, like, tomorrow I have a video going up where the Carolina Panthers win the 2017 Super Bowl. They're not, Matt Khalil gave up 45 sacks in 2 seasons, but I just try to make different type of content rather than just this is what's happening today. This is what I'm gonna record today.
Yeah.
What's
your point?
Wait, what was, were you not listening?
That was just. I guess that was just a personal
You just want to
rant.
take a shot. You just want to take a shot at your fellow YouTuber and start drama.
The least thing I want is drama.
Doesn't sound like it.
Yeah, you kind of did go out and put out content like this was in the game. I tried to make new things. That was shots, man.
No, I've done
guns
that.
blazing, dog. You had 45s loaded and you shot them off.
No, because I'm just saying I've done that, and that's what made Madden less fun for me. So I try to force myself, like, how can I make this game fun for me again? And that was the way I did.
I got you. But that wasn't.
I'm just saying
question,
you shouldn't be taking low blows like that. Keep the gloves up next time.
Like you, especially when that wasn't even the question Fox asked you. Like especially, like it seemed like you had something on your chest that you wanted to get off. And you just completely just no soul what he had to say, just to tell somebody that you don't like what they're doing. That's how I took that. That's how I took that.
No, it's not like that.
Okay,
that's funny. All right, so I don't know. Like, so I guess getting back to the whole packs versus, what's the point? Why do people buy packs now to pull good things out of packs? But when you don't pull it, you need some value because like. I could spend $100 on coins and get the card versus packs and not get the card. And I don't know. I guess that's a rant that people have gone on a lot. And maybe I don't need to rehash it because everybody knows packs and pack value is something that we're kind of looking forward to being a little higher. Like it used to be a couple years ago, the toppers provided a lot of value. Why did EA get away from good toppers?
Yeah, the Easter bundle, I bought that bundle. It was a guaranteed elite egg. I pulled one. I was happy. It turned out to be an Ultimate Legend pack. Like, I waited all week long for an Ultimate Legend pack.
Yeah. That kind of sucks. Yeah, JC, what do you think?
I think it's just the toppers just getting rid of... Toppers were so important to the economy. Like, people who bought packs got good toppers and they were happy. People who grinded the market, they didn't get the toppers, but they were still happy. Like, people in Madden 15 were mostly happy with the way things were going. Pack-wise, Madden 25, definitely, the pack odds were better. But ever since, I think, it seems like Madden 15, it's just gone downhill, pack value-wise. And if they're having a Q&A at EA Play, I'm going to be asking some questions about that. Because I don't...
Questions? You going to EA Play now? That's awesome.
Yeah.
You may see me there, in a disguise.
In a disguise?
He'll be that Colorado boy there.
Yeah.
Oh, my gosh.
But never heard of him.
Yeah, who's that guy?
So no. So it's really weird. Like the best packs of the year, you know, are the Blitz ones that had that guaranteed topper that we're gonna make some coins off of. So I just don't understand. Like, do they not see people? Maybe the analytics aren't there. Maybe people aren't rational and they aren't buying those better packs more. That just doesn't make sense to me. I don't know. Texas, anything?
Well, it makes sense though because I know people who buy packs because it's only $50, but they won't buy for $100. And so I guess if you want to buy a pack for $100, it has to guarantee obviously a crazy topper, but it's still $100. So it does make sense.
Yeah.
But even as a YouTuber, I only buy the good packs. Like I rarely spend money on this game, but when I do, it's because the
Text
topper
don't
is
open
amazing.
bundles.
So I don't know why they decided to change because I mean obviously EA doesn't want you having coins unless you grind for it, unless you play solos or you pull a ton of packs, but they don't want you really having coins. So to get you from not having as many coins as you could, you control the topper, make it terrible. That's why most toppers now are like right topper in the game right now is 10 gold players. Like what the hell kind of topper is that?
Yeah,
gold
terrible.
or better, Texas.
Yeah.
Gold or better.
So like it's
or better.
Yeah,
you got to get
those
10
words
gold
are meaningless.
yeah, don't mean a damn thing. I mean, not boosted all pro pack. I got nothing. Nothing.
Yep.
They were boosted. I got nothing.
Base
So,
elites.
like, they just don't want you having coins. That's probably why the toppers are so terrible because in years past, you can pull a good topper and have 1 million coins and just, it's basically just like buying coins. You can literally go buy a bundle and then you basically got 1 million coins and you are set. Whereas over here, it takes a lot to get that off of one bundle opening.
Oh yeah, and it's weird that they go ahead and release these players that we're seeing right now, and with these toppers, like in these packs, it's the only people that are affording these ultimate tickets, mostly, not everybody, but a lot of the people that are affording these ultimate tickets are the ones that are just buying coins. like the rich guys with. It's. I'm not saying everybody, because I've got afforded some and I haven't bought coins, but the people that can afford them all, like there's no way to stacking. What is it, 20 to 30 million coins without buying them, right?
Unless, I mean, I think Toke's got somewhere up there. I don't know if he buys coins.
No. Toke buys a lot of packs. Like Toke buys
Toke rips all the
a
bundles.
lot of packs. So
yeah, so I mean, Toke's got it, but he buys every bundle that comes out. So
YouTubers are a different breed. I'm talking like regular everyday Joe. Like Toke obviously is a different type of. His business revolves around him having a lot of coins.
Yeah.
So, but like other guys, like the majority of the market, the other 99 people that have the ultimate tickets, what would you think, like 60 of them bought coins?
For sure. Yeah.
Or scammed. One of those two.
They got some way of getting coins that wasn't from packs.
Like if there's like a what you call a pie chart, it's probably like 66% that like probably bought coins. Then like a third of that probably ended up scamming. It's that 1% that's there that pulled out of a pack.
Yeah, like so. I know I'm not gonna name names, but other YouTubers that buy coins that have these amazing teams. I'm like, damn it, maybe we should just follow the dark side, because EA is not incentivizing us to not buy coins.
Other than
the only reason I don't buy
pulling
coins
packs.
is the chance of getting banned.
I think EA likes the fact that you like pulling packs, though, because there's no reason to pull packs ever, even if you're guaranteed good stuff, because you get more value out of coins than you do out of packs.
Yeah, but if the coin value to the pack value is close, why go to the illegal market?
Oh yeah, for sure.
Well, why
Texas?
not though? I mean, like I feel like going to the legal market, if it's even if you don't go to these coins, you can go to somebody else, probably find a better rate than these coin sites that are out right now. So like,
yeah, no, I'm talking about peer to peer or something. Like
okay, peer to peer, where it's like 8.
It's ridiculous. It's like 5.
I just think the addiction of people like gambling on shit, pulling packs, and just trying to get that one item. That's what I think it comes down to. I don't think it's anything to do with just EA wants you to go to these sites, they're trusting that their packs, the animations, the 1% chance you're going to get is going to be enticing you not to go over there. Because in honesty, you save more money doing it the way that everybody else does it instead of pulling packs. So you don't got to sell shit. You don't got to spend your time pulling packs, selling cards. You get the coins and you're good. Buy the player, you're good to go. There's no time.
Yeah.
You're wasting kind of time doing it the way EA wants you to do it. And time
a
is
ton
money.
of time. Yeah.
I understand why
It's
you do it,
terrible.
though, but I'm talking about everybody else in general. Like, it just doesn't make sense to do that. I understand you risk getting banned, but if you go peer-to-peer and the person buys the card you want to, until the trade blocks are moved, that's not really anything wrong with that.
Are we getting the trade block?
Yeah, let's talk about that, yeah.
Go ahead, Logic.
Okay, yeah, so apparently if, like, okay, Cougar Rob does a giveaway stream, okay? And if you were to trade a card, it would be like no auctionable, right? It would be no auction, no trade. If they
One
were
of the
like,
options. One of the options would be.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Hey, Texas, sorry to interrupt. Did we talk about this last week on the podcast?
We mentioned with the AMA. Was that last week or week before last?
Yeah, that was that. Yeah, yeah. Okay, sorry. Go on, Logic. Maybe give more of a background, if you can, Logic.
I don't remember everything about it. I just know like a bunch of giveaway streamers were gonna be kind of upset about it because that's all they do. They give away cards, and if they were to give away a card and it'd be no auction, no trade, then what would be the point, you know?
Well,
yeah.
They did say that there were going to be verified people to do stuff like that if they went that route.
But think about this, though. If you're a giveaway streamer and you get somebody to give you a card, that card is now not tradable. So there's no point.
Yeah.
So it's stupid. It's the dumbest thing they could possibly do if they decide to do that. I'd much rather just remove the trade block if they're going to do it that way. But that would be, if they do that, that'd be kind of weird who they decide. We said this last week. Who they would decide is going to be approved and who's not approved. Shit like that, so.
Just don't let anybody borrow your cards that you don't trust. Like, I know, like, I trust Texas. He wants to borrow Cam. I'm going to let him borrow Cam, and I know he's going to give him back, you know? Like.
But there's a lot of, like, you're a grown ass man. There's a lot of, like, 12-year-olds that haven't seen a scam before.
Yeah.
So.
Bro, I've been doing this series on my channel where I, like, people tell me some scammers gamer tag, and I get them in a party. Kind of like what that dude Sly did a while back. And just like seeing like the stuff they say, like I don't understand how people fall for it. But then I put myself in like 10-year-old shoes that just got the new 95 card, and he'll fall for a scam easily with these guys. They're saying like, oh, they're EA verified and stuff like that. They just changed their Xbox name to EA verified and put the checkmark emoji. But if you're some 10-year-old kids, you're gonna fall for that. You're gonna be like, oh, this guy's legit. Let me just trade in my card, and then
Yeah, I've watched that on JCMUT's channel. Like, he's had a little kid, and I can understand a little kid, you know, he doesn't really know what's wrong. But then he's had like a 16, 17-year-old guy saying he can duplicate cards. Like, that dude should know what's wrong, right and wrong, you know?
Yeah, but clearly, yeah, it doesn't matter though.
Like, people are dumb. Some people don't know a bad idea from a good idea.
JC was like, people like job, and he just ended the call. He just got out of the party.
So.
Hey, so moving on. Do you think Madden 16 promos were better than Madden 17? Texas, let's hear from you.
I'm not too sure. This is a tough question. I was thinking about it for a while. I started going back in my head, like going like Madden 16 versus Madden 17, and I don't know, because Madden 17 had a lot of crap, or Madden 16 had a lot of crap promos too. A lot of crap promo. I mean, the best thing they had was probably beginning of the year with the random gifts and packs. Remember that?
Yep.
And then they had the Blitz promo, which was fantastic.
Yep.
Halloween was cool because that was the first year they introduced morphing players, right?
Yep.
So that was awesome. And then Christmas was cool until shit got leaked, and then things changed. And then and then after that, I don't remember any other good promos starting in January until the end of the year. I think that might have been it. So in this year, it's kind of around the same course. But like, I would think Madden 16, just based off of like the strong start I had last year, has been so much better than Madden currently right now.
Okay. All right. What do you think, Logic?
I think last year they did a better job of like teasing what was coming before we knew it, so people would get more excited about it. This year they just seem to like ultimate tickets. Like, I think the promos were better last year. I don't remember a lot of last year because I've had a full year 17. But back to the pack thing too. Like, if you spend money, you should get good packs like for your value. But then again, for like the average Joe like me, there's no solos to do to get packs. Last year there was tons of solos. I would farm them, but even if I took that away, there was 5 journeys. So I like the content in last year better than this year as a whole.
Yeah, Logic, that's something I know you mentioned earlier, but I'm going to have to disagree with you there. I do think they've been very kind to solo grinders in Madden 17, more kind than any other year, and really it's kind of tipped in the solo grinders' favor, in my opinion. For the things that you can do for all the promo solos, it's not just about the journeys and the gauntlets and whatnot, but also every single promos come with a good set of solos, some so good that even I did solos. Which is saying a lot. So,
well, I just had bad luck in promos. Like with the Easter solos, I didn't pull one elite egg.
Okay.
I know Texas did.
Season Star solos are better than any solo that's ever been Madden. Those things had elites flying out of them.
The Season Stars were good. Yeah, I would agree with that.
Okay, so there's been.
Well, let's do major promos though. I mean, I don't content. I'm talking about like the top 4, top 5 promos like we got this year. So go Thanksgiving, Christmas, Easter. Even the draft stuff. Like, I'm not talking like just Season Star. Because Season Star basically is kind of like Team of the Week. It's kind of the same thing. I wouldn't consider that kind of like an actual promo.
So wait, you're trying to say top 5 promos in 17 versus top 5 promos in 16? Wait, hang on. Before we get to that, JC, can I get? We'll try and organize this way. Let's give your overall impressions of 16 versus 17 for promos. Then we'll get into top 5.
All right. So yeah, 16 definitely started off a lot stronger than 17 did. Puzzle promo was not too bad in my opinion. I don't remember too much about it, but I remember we got like a Stafford, a Josh Gordon. We got some interesting things in that. Compared that to the box promo from Madden 16, or the mystery box promo, I think they were about the same. But then stuff like Thanksgiving, Madden 16 was better, where they had that like Barry Sanders in packs and Amon Green, those like in the cornucopia packs. They did ruin the cornucopia packs in 16 though, and they didn't even bring them back this year. So that's just gone downhill. Most feared, I definitely 16 just because all the players got morphed. It was a lot more fun just playing wise. And then only certain players getting morphed in 17. Christmas, I mean, I had a good time on the Christmas promo because they handed me a free Randy Moss, so I guess I'm kind of biased there. But I kind of did like the Christmas promo better this year without the leaks and stuff like that. But yeah, I think overall though, Madden 16 probably was a little bit better.
Okay. I think before we go to top 5, I think Tex was right on when they changed it around that Christmas promo. Then we kind of got crap after that, and then that leaked into 17. But I think ever since, I don't remember which, maybe since maybe I don't know if little Jimmy's the turning point, but since then we've had better promos. I think it's since the Color Rush, and then Little Jimmy happened around that same time, and that was absolutely terrible. Those things that they put in the Color Rush promo, and because of the community backlash, we got better promos after that.
We got semi better because Thanksgiving was whatever, but then Blitz was great. Christmas was awful.
I thought Christmas was fine up until the Randy Moss glitch.
I mean, I thought Christmas was like terrible. All the gifts were awful. Like there was Victor Cruz, bruh, that Victor Cruz.
I got the Dallas Clerk, so I wasn't too mad.
Oh, the Christmas was not that.
They were giving like 86 overall flashback Georgia Lopez in presents. No one wants that.
Good man.
Yeah,
they're easy to get though, much easier to get than the Easter eggs were. But I think Madden 16. I just talked myself into it based off of that. It had better promos at starting out, which set the tone for the entire year.
The Blitz promo's like the same thing every year too,
and also a better master set too.
Yeah.
Wait, say that again?
16 had a better master set than 17?
No. I wouldn't disagree. Remember Easter Master set, the Night Train Lane?
No, I'm talking about MUT Master. I'm sorry.
Oh, MUT Master. Yeah, I get what you're saying.
The Night Train Lane was ridiculous.
I think 17 had a lot better MUT Master just because it was a lot easier to complete, even though the card was not a 99. It was way easier to complete than Madden 16 MUT Master, but Ultimate Master definitely goes to 16. That was a lot easier than 17 Ultimate Master, just because of the team heroes.
Yeah, I think it's tough to say. I'd say Christmas anyway, let's go through top 5. I still think Madden 16, I just hate a lot of their stuff. I think Madden 17 promos, especially near the end of the year, were better. But all right, so top 5 in each one. Texas, do you want to start us off with 16?
So 16, my number 1 would probably be Halloween, because that's when I had the most fun playing Madden Ultimate Team last year. I really enjoyed Halloween. I pretty much grinded halfway through my MUT Master grind for Halloween, playing with those oversized players. So I think I would go with the Halloween promo based off the amount of fun I've had. It might not be the best. I think Christmas last year was the best before the leagues, but it was my most favorite I had. So, but it'll probably go with Halloween. Then we'll go Christmas, and then we'll go Blitz, the Blitz promo, Black Friday, which was fantastic. And then I need 2 more.
Presents at the beginning of the year.
They were cool, but if you got the game pre-launch, you already spent your money on it, you didn't get a chance to pull those packs. Remember that? You get the game a couple days early, then I was like, here's some 7 packs. Like, damn, I should have waited. But I had those pre-juice stuff.
Yeah.
And then I think that I'm gonna go with that for now. Let me think of the other 2.
Okay. All right. JC, what are your favorite 5 and 16?
Favorite 5 and 16. Okay, number 1 definitely Halloween. I agree with Texas there. Halloween was the best promo. Number 2, I would say Blitz number 2. Because Blitz is just awesome, just pulling pack-wise. You always get value with those Blitz tickets. Number 3, I know a lot of people hated Thanksgiving, but I kind of liked it, having those legends in the packs that guaranteed Suggs, Amon Green, Aikman, or Barry Sanders. I thought that was pretty cool.
I think they hated it because it wasn't as good as 15's Thanksgiving, which was amazing.
Yeah.
But, okay, sorry.
But it was still good, though. Yeah. I actually really enjoyed Ultimate Legends last year. I know it's not really a promo, but I enjoyed that that Ultimate Legend exchange set where you could get different Ultimate Legend players. I forgot what you specifically had to exchange. I think it was 3 Legend players and 5 Ultimate Legend badges. I thought that was really awesome. And then probably I don't know. I like Team of the Year because there was a lot of Seahawks players. I'm a Seahawks fan, so I enjoyed that. But yeah,
fair enough. Yeah,
that's about all I can remember though, promo wise.
Okay.
Those are the only good ones I think.
Logic, how about you? Top 5 and 16?
I honestly don't remember the promos in order or all of them, so I'm just gonna put it as best I can. When Madden launches, from let's say August to January, I'm excited for any promo. And then I'm probably not excited again until like Ultimate tickets and stuff come out.
Okay.
So
right.
I just wish there would be less collectibles and more players, and then you could take those players and, like Texas said, put them in the sets for like a Ultimate whatever, like a master set. Like the Thanksgiving promo, I don't like pulling stuffing and turkey out of my bags.
Wait, you did or didn't?
I didn't.
Yeah. All right. So I think
I got yours. Sorry, go ahead.
Oh no, go on, Texas.
Okay, my final two, superlatives, and it's a toss up between on the 50 and
on the 50. I remember that.
Yeah, on the 50 and then Team of the Year.
Another good one was 4th of July as well. That one because you get like a free 99 if you like grinded, what was it, solos or whatever?
Yeah.
Or was that Memorial Day? It was one of those. It was either Memorial Day or 4th of July.
Yeah, Memorial Day was also a good one. Wait, what was the on the 50 again?
On the 50 was the Steve Young. Not Steve Young. For getting those playing solos on Sunday. Because I want to say toss it between that one and the Silver Medal Master set, but that was a part of the Master set, so I'm not going to count that. But Team of the Year.
Okay.
Because Team of the Year was dope. I liked Team of the Year last year. It's good this year too. But I liked it. It's better than Madden 15. It was good last year and it was good this year.
My favorite one, I think Schefter Star, if you're gonna include that as a promo, would be my favorite.
That was nice,
Yeah, that one. Position Heroes from 16, I thought were better than 17, especially because we got it weekly, and that was kind of cool. You could invest in cards. But yeah, I guess I'd go a lot with what you guys said with the Blitz. Would be right there at like 3 Halloween, and then I don't know if I can rate the ones near the end of the year as great ones, but I guess Memorial Day and 4th of July would be right there at 5 for me. So 17, let's hear you guys' top 5 for 17. Let's start with Texas again. Well, okay, while you're thinking, I think we could tell the worst one of 16 was Easter. Are there any disagreements with the worst promo of 16?
No objections here. That was horrible.
That was terrible.
Yeah. All right, 17. Texas, or should I try somebody else first?
Let's go with somebody else first because I'm trying to think of 5. I can get you 3. Let me get 5. Let me get 5.
Okay. JC, do you have 5 off the top of your head?
Yes, I think so.
Okay.
Okay, so actually I did enjoy the draft promo just because the draft night, I know it's kind of recent and it's probably hard to tell because it was so recent, but I actually really did enjoy the draft promo. Christmas was good just because I got free cards, so yeah. And then I kind of want to say most feared, but then again it wasn't as good as 16. Like all of the promos that I enjoy were not as good as 16, so I don't even know. Ultimate tickets were not great this year. Ultimate Legends were not great this year because there were no current players. I like those. Flashbacks kind of got ruined. I like Milestones. Yeah, Milestones, if we want to count that as a... Can we count that as a promo?
Definitely. Yep.
Yeah. And then, honestly, maybe the Super Bowl promo? Super Bowl promo wasn't horrible. I really don't know. None of these promos were, like, they don't really stand out this year. But I guess the Super Bowl promo was all right.
I gotcha. Texas, back to you, or should we go to Logic?
I got 3. I can't
okay.
do 5. So Milestones, I've been on it all single year long.
Wait. JC. What?
Oh, I was going to change from Super Bowl to Motivators. I enjoyed the first batch Motivators.
Nice. That's a good one. Yeah. All right, Texas.
All right. So, 1, Milestones. Best thing this year. Adds value. You guys are always asking how to make coins. Milestones are how you make coins. It's a little bit of coins here and there, but it adds over a single time. And then I will have to go with the Black Friday or Blitz promo this year, especially if you bought Tyron Smith 4 times. Crazy coins right there. And then the last one, which is probably like one of my all-time faves this year in 2017, was the playoff promo. The playoff promo, the Blitz events, and then the tie that in with Team of the Year, everything in that same time frame was just, it was perfect. It was awesome. I hated the sets originally to get those cards because you can get them out of packs as well. That topper, so the price was cheap on some of those shit. But it was everything around that between January and Super Bowl time was just great.
That's a good point. Logic, let's hear what you got to say.
All right, so these are in no particular order. These are just the ones I enjoyed. I like the motivator promo because that was when we first started getting like +2 to this, that, and +2, whatever. And I like the Christmas promo because I kind of got lucky, and then I did do the glitch that JC mentioned. I was able to do that. And the draft promo that just happened recently, like I said, draft night, that was probably one of my favorite promos this year. And then the milestones, because Texas got me put on the milestones because if you have a card in your binder, you play your milestones, so it adds value to the cards in your binder.
That's a good list. Yeah, I would generally agree. I think JC said it. They kind of blend together a little bit. But for favorite 5, for me, I guess the Blitz events were really hype. And having the head-to-head rewards, I can't really call it. I don't know if I can call that an event so much because they spread out so many different events. But that's one of my favorite ideas: having actual head-to-head rewards and them doing that kind of thing, and especially switching to seasons after a few months of us hating the other stuff. But promos. Sorry to get back to the thing. Draft and Easter I thought were big differences from 16, and I thought that's why I thought some of the later stuff was great. Blitz, another one where you spend money, you get great value. Love that. And then motivators, and I don't know if my mind is kind of tilted because that, but I thought those were great packs to spend money to get value out of it. Because I pulled Aaron Donald in that one, so maybe that's why I'm a little biased.
Yeah.
But yeah, I guess I got nothing to complain about of that playoff stuff either, like Texas said.
Team Heroes were good too.
What's that?
Team Heroes were great too.
Oh, right. Good point. Team Heroes were one of my favorites also to make coins.
Part of the thing that I enjoyed this year was, even though a lot of people didn't like it, I liked it. If you played solos, you would get a NAT player. So even if you couldn't sell them, I could use them on my team. So I don't know why they stopped doing that for like solos. Like, why couldn't there be like an NAT random draft elite player?
I hate that. As somebody who spends money on the game, I hate not being able to buy cards.
Yeah, well, you played you're in all Madden first string, right?
Yeah.
So you can't sell like the Kevin Green and the Jameis Winston.
I know, and I hate that.
Yeah.
Yeah, it sucks. I think every card should be obtainable on their market. This is a market-based game mode, so that's my opinion. All right, so and can we? I think Color Rush was the worst promo. Do you guys have any other choices?
I'm just looking at him right now. Yes, definitely that was pretty bad.
Most beard.
Most beard was. Yeah. I completely forgot about that. It's not even in my mind. Yeah, most beard.
Most beard. They did for a week, man, because Guru got a beard. They decided to go ahead and talk these dudes into making promos with the other guys with beards. Some beard jerk off session nonsense.
Campus Heroes were pretty bad as well. There was like no hype on those. I mean, there was some like
the first release.
Yeah, the first bet. Yeah.
Christmas. There's a lot of.
Yeah, that's a good point.
Would you say there's more bad promos in this year's game than last year's game, or would you say that would you say there's more like promos that just didn't hit compared to last year?
I think last year had worse promos.
I think so.
Yeah.
I think there's more promos this year that didn't hit. Like Campus Heroes had the potential to be really good, and they botched that. What else?
I don't remember hating Campus Heroes. I don't remember that being an issue. Texas, what was wrong with Campus Heroes?
The first batch this year or last year?
No, this year.
Oh, it was the Christmas gift, the CH on it. And
yeah. What was wrong with that?
It gave you a bunch of useless cards. Yeah, you got an 8-9 overall. AJ McCarron. There were some good cards you get, obviously, but then they re-released it the second time around, which was much better. Then last year we had the flashback promo, whereas this year it was more so.
Oh right.
It's just kind of if you go back and forth between 16 and 17 and compare things, season stars this year, last year, not season stars, I mean season's veterans, where they were getting out of head to head. It's just it's crazy different. I don't know which one's worse, because that was pretty much the whole point of this question. Because I literally don't know which game had a worse or has better promos. I don't know. I know I like this. I like 16's promos better as a whole, but it doesn't mean it's better though. If I like it, I don't know.
That's a good point. Yeah. Overall, the feeling. So that's a good question. Like overall, how did you guys feel? MUT 17 went versus MUT 16. Logic?
I think I like Madden 16 better. Like I said, I just started playing MUT at the end of MUT 15, so Madden 16 was really my first year of Ultimate Team, and I kind of felt let down this year, just the way they did things. And then the gameplay, like all the wacky stuff that happens, like far more often than in 16.
Yeah. How about you, JC?
Like, kind of based off what Logic said, I just felt let down. Like, a lot of the stuff that should have been good just wasn't there. Like, flashbacks. I loved opening, like, flashback packs in Madden 16. It just wasn't there this year. Ultimate Legends. Like, we've got some good ones, but, like, we haven't got anyone too crazy. Like, I haven't seen a Ultimate Legend Dion or Ultimate Legend Tom Brady. There's something cool like that. Like, I don't know. We haven't got. I like the Ultimate Legend current players, which we haven't got this year. So I feel like that's why I feel let down this year.
Okay. To add to that, quick sells were amazing in 16, and they were terrible this year. Really disappointed they got
amazing in 16 as well.
Yeah, really disappointed they got rid of those being very good. Texas, how about you? How do you feel MUT 17 overall? Like just your feeling, not analytically, just your feeling was compared to 16.
Well, I think chemistry kind of saved it because, like, if not chemistry, this game would have been a different direction, at least for me. So I enjoyed this year's game based off like me building these lineups with chems and changing my attitude towards overalls. Don't matter, even though I still don't think it does that much. It's just kind of fun making these super teams, and so I really enjoyed that. That's like I really was grateful they did that because they took a lot of fun things out of this year's game that wasn't last year's game. Like they said, flashbacks were gone. If you wanted to get a seasoned veteran, you didn't have to play a day. You had to put badges and sets, and that stuff was just I didn't really like how they did that. But with the chemistries being implemented and making you can actually see physical changes on these cards or attribute changes on these cards, it made it enjoyable for me this year. So I can't complain.
Yeah, it makes sense. Like, what do you think about what MUT Master and that stuff and Midseason Master? You never actually had to play head-to-head MUT. You could have played Draft Champions the whole time.
Also, I did. Yeah.
It seems silly, right?
It does.
Why would they make
silly.
MUT Master?
Yeah. Well, they bleeped up. They thought people didn't play head-to-head that much. It was like, I want to go back and find that graphic. It was like one competitive badge for 10 wins or some shit like that.
Yeah.
Dog, I mean, there's people that got the game like 2 months ago don't realize Madden at August was the worst head-to-head of all time. Like, this game came out of the box just wrong. And it kind of slowly picked up. But, I think, so Madden 16 had a greater start and probably a worse finish. Now, actually, Madden 16 throughout had its ups and downs. But it was still a nice road to travel, whereas this year, you came out of the box with a blown tire.
Yeah.
Like, the engine was broken, you bought a junker.
The run past
and then your insurance company came in, and you got a brand new car towards the middle of it.
But you only got 75% the value there.
Yeah.
Because, once you're off the lot, you get depreciation.
Yeah, automatically.
Yeah.
How that works. It's kind of crazy.
Yeah, I get what you're saying. That was pretty terrible with the beginning of 17 with all the glitches and stuff. All right, well, I guess we'll move on. I would generally agree. I think MUT 16, MUT 15 was still I think better than both of them, in my opinion. All right, so we also got fewer talk about some. I think Logic maybe mentioned the hype earlier. Is that because Guru gave up? He's no longer the MUT tweeter on the main account. There's no more blogs anymore. Yeah. What happened to the blogs? Why are we doing Twitch streams and YouTube streams for Guru when there's literally 100 to 200 Madden YouTubers that are already doing that when there's nobody else doing the blogs like he used to? Why are they filling a niche that's already filled by 100 to 200 people? It seems weird with that kind of stuff. But I don't know. What do you guys feel about that? What do you guys feel about MUT Guru moving into YouTube and Twitch? JC? I
mean, I think they need to straight up just hire one person and they run the Twitter account and they respond to feedback. They got enough money to do that. Just give them minimum wage and just respond to people on Twitter. Just be like, hey, there's a glitch in the game. Mahomes is a gold card when he should, or an elite card when he should be a gold. Be like, okay, we're on it in literally 30 seconds. I don't get why they don't have someone doing that. I don't want to go to EA Help because we used to go to MUT Guru, which he wasn't always responding to people, but he was responding sometimes. But now there's just kind of the account, the EA Sports MUT account tweets out whenever new cards come out. Or it's actually even Mudhead, but they retweet it or whatever, and they say, hey, we got a new card pack. And that's about all that we see communication-wise besides the rare AMAs on Reddit and Twitter.
Yeah. How about you, Logic? What do you think of the lack of the blogs this year?
I feel like that's part of Guru leaving. Or it's like he didn't really leave. They moved him to a different position. So I really don't know what Guru does now. But I will say that everything he does, like draft night, he would show cards early on stream. That's all on his own doing. You know, that's stuff he doesn't have to do. So I don't know. I don't know why. Because like literally, I woke up one morning. The ultimate tickets were in packs. Like they couldn't give you a heads up like the night before, so I could have like saved up coins or something to open packs. So I don't understand it.
It does seem really weird and silly to me to not hype your own product like that. Texas, what do you think?
Oh, by the way, Guru is like, I think he's going to work with EA supports. He's not going to be with Madden, so I think that's his job. EA support specialist or something like that. But I think that's what I read when he first announced that he got promotion. I think he announced that. But what we're talking about is with them not putting the blogs out. But I don't. If you go watch Guru's streams, he has graphics and images made. They could easily drop a damn blog. Mm-hmm. So I don't know what they're doing because there's graphics of like these like when he did the what do you call it, the movers this past couple of weeks ago where they dropped all 3 of them. There was
he had every single slide.
Yeah, there's a slide. So they obviously have it ready. I don't know why they're not dropping it, especially because not everybody's gonna be in the stream that night before. And everybody's gonna be able to see what's going on. Everybody's gonna be able to get that inside information about early info about what's gonna be coming out. And there's a Facebook audience. There's people who are not even on it. So if you're gonna be announcing, just put in the damn game coming tomorrow. That way, everybody can see who actually plays Madden. I mean, every time I log into Madden right now, I see this damn golden tickets in packs. They're not in packs. I mean, they are, but they're not really. So like, they can easily add it to the game where it's not one guy that's controlling the message. It's just weird that they're. I'm not saying they're being lazy. They're just not putting the time and effort into that.
Yeah, I agree. Because like with the message boards and I prefer like I don't know. I did like the blogs a lot. In my opinion, it was kind of cool to read them. But that's it for me. I got nothing else for the podcast. Anything else you guys want to talk about before we wrap it up?
I'll say that the last time I can remember they gave hints at a promo coming was the Christmas promo. How like their banner on Twitter would like start getting Frost, or even when you booted up Madden, you would see Frost getting deeper and deeper. That's the last time I remember anything like that happening.
Yeah.
That was kind of nice little like hype there. They have been hyping like the Madden Championship and stuff in a lot of their scenes too. So, you know, they haven't completely stopped those kind of things.
Yeah.
Yeah. JC, anything else you want to talk about before we?
No, I'm good, man. I'm good.
All right, cool. Texas?
I am great. Oh yeah, RIP to Big Black.
What?
What?
Who's that?
Big Black from Robin Big.
I have no idea what you're talking about.
How old are you?
Who is Big Black?
Wait, Robin Big, that guy? He passed away?
Yeah,
from that show.
Oh. Christopher Boykin.
That's too bad.
Yeah. Sorry on a sad note, but RIP, I grew up watching you. In college, MTV2 was always on every damn day, and we would watch reruns of Fantasy Factory and Robin Big.
Yeah. Yep. Well, all right. But, hey, JC and Logic, thanks for stopping in, guys.
Oh, yeah, thanks for having us, man. For real, like, this is, I've been wanting to do this for a while, so I appreciate it, man. I really do.
Yeah, yeah. JC?
Yeah, thank you, guys.
Take it easy, man. Yeah.
All
right. Texas, take it easy. Talk to you next week.
And thanks for tuning in to the Fox's Den.
Oh, gosh.
Yeah, peace out.